Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our discussion on the current events of 23rd October 2018. The first issue news is an editorial regarding the proposed amendments to the Payments and Settlements Act. The amendments seeks to create an independent regulator outside the RBI for the regulation of the payment system. The Reserve Bank of India has expressed its dissent against the creation of a separate payments regulator, thereby leading to a regulatory turf war between the Union government and the Reserve Bank of India. In support of its stance, the RBI has stated that the activities of the payments bank comes well within the purview of the traditional banking system which is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. Also, the RBI has pointed out that a unified regulator will also help lowering the compliance costs and enabling the seamless implementation of rules which will be further strengthened by the expertise of the RBI rather than a new regulator. Apart from the cost of regulatory compliance, the payments ecosystem cannot afford to make regulatory errors at this point of time when there are concerns of debt bubble building in the non-banking financial sector and the liquidity crisis which we had discussed in greater detail in the previous week's topic of the week. In this background, the RBI has argued against the creation of a new regulator, expressing the serious reservations with respect to dilution of its current powers. However, the RBI's demand for such centralization of regulatory powers should also be accompanied with greater degree of responsibility due to the changing nature as well as the increasing risks to the stability of the domestic financial system. The next issue in news is regarding the Insolvency Law Committee, which is set up to suggest amendments to the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of India, which has recommended the adoption of the United Nations model to handle cross-border insolvency cases. In order to know the difference between insolvency and bankruptcy, please go back and watch previous week's current affairs analysis on Saturday. Coming back to the issue at hand, the Insolvency Law Committee has recommended the adoption of the United Nations Commission on the International Trade Law Model Law for Cross-Border Insolvency, as it provides a comprehensive framework to deal with cross-border insolvency issues. The committee has also recommended to ensure that there is no inconsistency between the domestic insolvency framework and the proposed cross-border insolvency framework. The advantages of having such a model law is that it has been adopted in as much as 44 countries and is also part of the international best practices in dealing with the cross-border insolvency issues. This is significant because many Indian companies have global scale operations and many foreign companies have their presence in multiple countries, including India, thereby facilitating the resolution of such cases. The final issue in news today is regarding the high-level meeting between India and China, where the two sides discussed issues of mutual interest, including bilateral counter-terrorism cooperation and increased cooperation in other areas related to security. The talks also included the agreement on security cooperation between the two countries, which will further strengthen and consolidate cooperation of the two countries in the areas of counter-terrorism, organized crimes, drug control, and other such relevant areas. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.